All right, let's pause this music. And we are back. Wait, using my DJ voice. No. We're back developing our Agentic AI solution. And just reading X here. Actually, that's a good post. That's just actually it's relevant to us. This guy created MCP integration with Blender. That's your Agentic AI protocol, which is nice. We'll develop some of these things once we have our Agentic AI system up and running. Just the FYI, the protocol is stateful, not stateless. So if you are trying to deploy it on serverless, you're going to have issues. Now, it shouldn't be stateful. It should be stateless, but it is. So just be mindful that when you deploy these kind of fancy examples, you need a server and you need to maintain the state, right? So, hey, we have Kubernetes. We love servers. To us, servers exist. There's no such thing as serverless. Servers always exist. So we're in a good position. And in fact, we're going to be using some of these MCP. Now, if you are not happy with MCP, you know what? There's agent, was it JSON? Agent, agent.json, right? JSON. That's another fancy, agent. Yeah, this one here, agent JSON. So I would suggest this one here. This is maybe currently a better solution than MCP from Cloud Anthropic. So am I actually sharing direct workspace? Yeah, I am. Okay, just double checking. If I'm sharing some other screen, there are too many screens here. Anyways, that is, I would suggest this, right? So this is probably a better option for anybody right now. Although this guy here, Min Choi, did a good job with Blender and Cloud. Although the bill, it's going to be ridiculous. I can tell you, friend, the bill from Anthropic and using it with Blender and all these commands you have to execute, it's going to be horrendous because Cloud is expensive. It's really expensive. Anyways, moving on. So for MCP, just be mindful. It is stateful, not stateless. So your stateless application, your service applications will not be happy with MCP protocol. Go with agent.json. Anyways, moving on. Let me just close all this. So Playwright, that's what we're doing right now. Actually, wait. So let me talk about the objectives for this session. Where's my objectives thing? So we did some of the Pytest testing already. Let me just highlight that. We'll add some more. Boom, that's done. Right now we're doing Playwright. I want to finish this and then jump on observability for Prometheus, or extend observability for the backend RESTful API, and then update Docker files and just build CI/CD pipeline quickly, so we can start building these containers and deploying them. Yeah, that's the plan. That is the plan. All right, moving on. So yesterday we left with just did those two Playwright examples or tests, specs, and they're executing. Right, let me just double check this. Yeah, they're running. Beautiful. So they're logging in, they're verifying the Keycloak single sign-on is working. Both tests are passing. Sweet. Good. What is this? So you know what? Let's make him now. Let's make him now fancy. Let's make him fancy and reusable, and extend the admin user test to test the admin section as well. All right. That's the plan. Oh, and Playwright just crashed. We still seem to be crashing every 5 seconds. Okay. So let's make this test fancy. So this is our Playwright test. I mean, let me just move this to the bottom here. I don't just move this to the bottom. All right. So first thing, let's do some dry, right? We repeating ourselves way too much here. Now, dry is usually frowned upon these days because people love to duplicate stuff, but it has its purposes. Now, in this case, I'm going to extract this login and logout process, so then we can reuse it. And from the admin section, we can then extend the test into the admin section, the application verified that we have an admin user. So let's do that. Let's make this fancy. Start gold plating some stuff, right? Let me just move my docs to my other screen so I can have my Playwright docs available. All right, sweet. All right, let's do this. All right. All right, so I'm gonna create two functions. One, and yeah, let's make this fancy. Why not? All right, so can combine two of these tests in one. And you know what? Let's use before all, and like all this stuff here, that should be before test. It's all the same, right? So we're going to make this a little bit better and use test describe as well. Yeah, this is just this is a new way of doing it. Anyways, we always start small and then make things pretty, right? All right, so let's do test describe. All right. Oh, look at that, beautiful. Now you just went to okay. You're doing so well, code completion. All right. All right, so we want to do what? Yeah, let's close this. Let's close this. Okay, so describe now. All right, so we're going to call these SSO authentication tests. There's going to be a group of suite of tests here. Sweet. We're going to have what? It's not describe inside. This should be just test. All right, so just do it. Sometimes the thing goes too far. Okay, so in here, I want to have before all, so I can do the skip test before all. Okay, I'll live with that code completion, and then I want to have the test. So let's do the test here. So I'm going to put two tests here. So it's going to be our regular test. So we're going to, what's the syntax? Right, so this whole thing is in brackets. Sweet, okay. All right. Let's call this regular. Oh, yeah, finish this for me. Sweet, okay. So that's our first test. All right, and the second test is going to be this. And you know what? Let's do one more test here. Well, we're going to do two more tests, but I like to do, I want to validate the Keycloak login page just for, let's call this, let's just see if there's an invalid login. Yeah, so let's call this invalid login. All right. Okay, cool. Sweet. All right. Let's see. So before all, I don't like this this thing here. All right. So we have skip test because we want this to be skipped in when people run this because they might not have Keycloak set up. So by default, we want this to be disabled. So let's get fancy with this quickly. What can we do here? So yeah, we can just return from before all if it's yeah. So if it's not enabled, so let's just create some variables here. Let's create SSO enable. So let's pull this out here. So this thing here, let's make this a variable. Again, we're trying to be really fancy now. It's constant. Let's make this SSO, what do I want to call it? Test enable, test. There we go. All right, that's wall. I want to make equal to true. So let's do the check here. It's equal to true. All right, let's do that. It should be. Let me double check this. I'm doing what? So this is a string at this point. I'm not sure if it's going to do the conversion automatically for us. I'm just going to assume it's a string right now. Go with the code completion. Okay. All right. So this is going to be our check here. So let's do before all. Let's check. What's the syntax? That's the thing with software. Programming languages are simple. Frameworks are hard. I always got to look up. So it doesn't matter if you know TypeScript. You just might not know Playwright. You got to look up the syntax, right? That's why we have docs. Okay, so if skip, no, I want, no, check, sure. So if, okay, do this, return, but here, let's check, let's put a test skip. Oh, damn, this code completion here is on point today. I want to set this to true, right? So we got true, okay. Test, is that the right prop? Yeah, that's the right one. All right. Redundant, no, I want this to return nothing. It's not redundant. Shut up, linter. Is it redundant? No, I do want this to return, okay. So, and then, you know what, before we do anything else, let's validate all these properties here. Do some validation. So, validate, let's call it validate env vars. Sweet. And I'll just create this function here on top. All right. No, that's not what I want. Dot code completion. All right, so we need to return for this one again, throw an exception or return. Yeah, let's throw an exception. So for this one, I'm gonna throw an exception to kill the before all. Just stop the process here. Yeah, let's do that. So let's make this a constant. It's going to be our arrow function. In this case, I wanted to throw an error. So if the variables are missing, so I'll just create a, yeah, I'll just create some required variable. Oh, beautiful. I don't do for each now. Okay, I don't like this part. Yeah, no, I want to, okay, so these are the variables that we need, they're required. Well, this one's required right before, so it's required here. I'm not going to check for that one, obviously, because that one's already, we're checking it here. And this one, I'm going to actually make it like so. Okay, beautiful. Okay. So if this is not there, it's going to throw an exception here. So well, we'll stop the process regardless. All right, so now I want to throw an exception. So let's filter. So yeah, so another for loop. Let's do a filter. So let's create another constant. Damn, it's reading my mind this time. All right, do a filter and then missing and no, throw an exception. Throw an exception. I want an exception. Throw new. Throw. All right. Yeah, so just basic exception. Yeah, so they don't care what type of exception. Okay, so like this. I guess we should put some. Again, this is skip. Test if not enabled. This is going to be our validate require environment variables are set. All right. Making it nice and fancy. So that's before all the tests. Now these tests have the same process here. They go in, check for the button, and log in. Okay, so we can put and hit the Keycloak login page. So that can be its own function, and then the logout can be its own function, right? So we can put this in functions. So let's do that. So for the functions, they have to do what? Just going to make them just a basic function, right? Nothing fancy. Yeah, just they have to be async functions, okay? Because we're going to wait on them. Yeah, so let's make them async. So, and we can pass in the page object because the page object is passed in here, so we can pass in the page object as well. That's all we need, the page object. And what else? Do we need anything else for function? Nope. Let's do constant perform login. So we're going to do login, not username, password. No, we just, go away. We just need the page object and user. Yeah, we should pass the user. Let's pass the user. We should probably do a try catch as well on the whole login process. Okay, for the user now, user. Okay, yeah, I do want the user, so let's put a user here. Go away. Now for the user, I think we should make it type safe. So then we can have a little more confidence, and the code, the ID can help us. So for the user, we can just define simple TypeScript type. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so right above that here, let's do type. Let's call this not a user. Let's call it SSO user. User. Shut up. Password name string. No, yeah, we have that, but I want this to be also a type of. We have two users, so we have regular, we have admin. That's all super user in LangFlow. So let's kind of give it a type as well. So type. Okay, that is good. Regular, it just appeared like that, huh? Oh, because I have two. Okay, so I like that. It read my tests and it created regular admin. All right, sweet. So now we can put a type here, SSO user. So it gives us a bit of a safety, type safety. What else? So let's copy paste all this stuff first. So this is, so we want all this to be all this part, right? Login here up to here. So let's grab this. So this is going to be our login. So this is we're performing login through a single sign-on through Keycloak. Let's just put some console outputs here. Console. No, I want this to be. Code completion is getting too brazen now. So when we're logging in, I just want to have the user type, and username, right? So we need to know what type of user it is. So get the type. So login as user, login as not login, attempting, just to attempt. Sure. Not I don't want the password. Login as no, don't display the password. What the hell? I want the user type. Login as login. Doesn't make sense grammatically. Attempting to login. No, attempting to attempting, no, what am I, SSO login with user type, with, the hell, brain is still not warming up, maybe more coffee, here, user.type, so we know what type of users log in, as, with, as, let's just put user like this, okay, all right, that's already too fancy, okay, so, performing login, sweet, so this is a basic login, go to the page, sign in, I will make this fancy in a second as well, so this is here. So first thing we're going to do is perform login, and then the second, well, same thing here, we're going to perform login. All right, sweet. Why is this complaining? Oh, undefined. Okay, let's fix this. All right, so both are the same. In here, I'm going to perform login with bad credentials. All right, so anyway, so that's, let's delete the test here. So I'll just clean this up. So this is all gone now. Yeah, let's get rid of this. Gone. All right. So now the test is a little more readable. Perform login. Oh no, wait. Let me just bring this back. I need the logout. So let me just grab the logout stuff. So this is our logout here. So let's do our constant perform. Yeah, perform. You almost had it. Damn it. Logout. Oh, damn it. We were so close with code completion. Crap. Okay. Wait, is that the logout I had? Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So that's the base. Okay. Let me do. What is this? Perform logout. All right. So once we log in, we're just going to do await perform logout. Okay. Cool. Same here. All right. All right, now we can get rid of this. So I don't need this right now. All right. We have a little bit of dry implemented here. The same function. Now the test is more readable. Perform login, perform logout, boom. Get to this in a second. Okay, now let's just make these functions a little more fancy now. So let's do some validation in these functions. So what can we do here? I like to put a try catch just in case it fails. So then we can do a screenshot. I like the whole screenshot idea, so we can see the error. So let's do that. It's always nice to get a screenshot. So I think where it's going to fail is here after we click on sign in, and the Keycloak might be down or something. So let's wrap this whole thing. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna do this. So here, I'm gonna do a try. The whole thing here, we're gonna put a try catch, and then for the catch, shut up. We're gonna do this thing here, and then for the catch. I don't want to throw error. I want to get a screenshot going. Where's the screenshot? So it's await page screenshot. Okay, so let's throw an error message here, not just error.message, right? Message. This thing has a message, right? For the TypeScript. Yeah, crap. No. All right, let me leave the message. I think I want the message. I don't want the whole error. And throw, before I throw, I want to take a screenshot here. So where's the screenshot syntax? So I want to get await page dot screenshot screen. Come on, code completion. Damn it, screenshot. Path. I want this path to be, the screenshot to be different each time we run this, right? So let's just add a little bit of a date to the file name. Yeah, because we don't want to override it. So we just want to have a screenshot from every run of failure. So let's do, I'm going to do, I want to have the type and the date, so it's unique. So let's say SSO login failure, failure. Okay, and then here I'm going to add, yeah, let's do a date, and then so I'm gonna put a user here, so we know what type of user type that was. And what else? Let's put this in a different quotes, so this actually works. Quotes. There we go. Sweet. And you always want to make this unique when it comes to screenshots. So usually what I do is just put a date here, JavaScript date or TypeScript date. So I'll just put a date here. So I'm just going to go new date. And let's put it to isostring, right? To isostring. Beautiful. All right. That was a little bit painful, but that's what I want. I want to have a screenshot of the failure. So we can look at the screenshot. So when we run this with the CI/CD, we can come back and look at all the screenshots, all the failures. We have an image of the failure. Okay. All right, so that's for the page screenshot. Is that correct? Yeah. The syntax looks good. I'll just put a little comment here. Take a screenshot of the failure, of the login failure. All right. All right, that's good. Where else do we want here? Well, this one's, yeah, has to return true, right? So you want to make sure that this is true. So we can check if, yeah, okay, that's good. Anything else you want to do here? No, I think we're good. I think we should check the transition between the log. So once we, yeah, let's do that. So here, where's, I delete that code. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to make sure that we're back on the page. So I'm going to wait. So here, I'm waiting for the transition from, waiting for the Keycloak page to load. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to wait for the application page to load here. So let's just wait for the, yeah, back to home page, and then let's validate that we are in the home page. So is my Playwright still up? So Playwright just crashed. Thank you, Playwright. All right. So we want to make sure that we're in the home page. We can check for the same user button. So because the home page has a menu top corner, it has to be there by default. So we can check if, what can we do? We can just see if the element is visible, right? So I'll use this element here. So the user menu, because you logged in as user. So let's do that. So we can just check if it's visible, right? And then that's a successful test because you logged in, you went to Keycloak, you came back to homepage or the homepage for the user. All right, so yeah, let's do this. So let's do constant user. Is that the one? User menu. Okay, yeah. So we're grabbing this one here, and now all we need to do is just see if it's visible. Yeah, that's it. And once it's visible, then we're done. Say successful login. So let's just put a console output here. Okay, beautiful. Okay, sweet. So this is just to check if we are logged in. All right. All right. So I think that's good for the login page. All right. And let's do the same thing for the logout page. Yeah. Let's put some comments here. So this is going to be our login. That's not standard TypeScript, is it, for doc strings? Right now, I'm thinking in terms of Python docstring or Java, not TypeScript. So TypeScript is a bit different, right? So isn't it here? Should be. Anyways, I'll change in a second. All right, let's perform logout. Now here, I want the same thing. I want to be able to capture a screenshot when the login page fails. So for the screenshot, we just need the page object, all right? So let's wrap this whole thing in a try catch, as we did before. And then, undo the screenshot. So same idea. So this here, the whole thing's gonna be in try catch. Catch error. Sure. All right. Now I want to do the same thing. I'll take a screenshot. All right, and this is going to be, do I need a user? No. I don't want to pass a user object here. It's not required. But is it nice to know which user failed? I don't want to pass any user object here. The user type. All right. Let's just say SSO logout failure. Yeah. So it's missing a bit of information in terms of which user the logout failed for, but we can come back and look at the test and we know for which user. So we don't need to know from the file name necessarily. Should I put a username in this one here though? Because no, that's leaking information. We don't want to have usernames in file names. That doesn't make sense. Okay, now it's fine. I just want to know something happened, and then I can go inspect it myself versus looking at the. All right. Sweet. All right. This has to return true, obviously. It should return true. So let's return true. Okay. All right. Anything else for the logout? What else do we want to validate for logout? I'm just going to run it first and then see if it works and then see if we need to validate something. Just put a console output here, say successful, so I can see in the successful logout. Okay, cool. All right, I think we're good. Wait, no, we can check if the SSO button is enabled, right? So, because logout means we're back at the page. So let me grab this, just this part, this part here, okay. So what I can do here is, before successful logout, we need to check if the SSO button is visible. Yeah, that's it. not homepage. No, this is wrong. We wait for the user to be. No, so check. Okay. All right, so we're good. So logout is okay. All right, let's focus now on this thing. Okay, so before all is good. So before every test, we test if you need to skip it or not. Then we just perform a login with the regular user, login with and then we log out. Okay, cool. So that should do it for this test. Anything else? Well, you know what? Let's define the user outside of the function, so it's more manageable. Here, I'm gonna grab this and put a constant here. Constant user, and I'll make this equal to that. And there you go. Put the user here. Sweet. Right, has to be of type SSO user, right? So type safety here. All right. All right, so that makes it a little more cleaner. So then we just log in, SSO login with regular user, and then just log out, SSO logout. Beautiful. Now here, same idea. Let's grab this, make it more readable. All right, yeah, you do that. All right. With admin user, and then just log out with, okay, sweet. All right, so that's looking a little bit more professional, I would say. What else? Let's deal with this issue. So we want this to be in this. So the validation runs before. So validation checks this. So we only are checking if there exists. So in this case, we know there exists. There should be. So we can just assert the existence of it versus checking for the optional values, right? So let's do that. Yeah. All right. So we can make an assumption, which is a good assumption, that since the validation was successful, we can now make these not optional, right? They're no longer optional. I can put an exclamation part at the end. You gotta love the syntax from TypeScript. Not optional, not optional. All right, so that's good. So I think we should run this test now before we do the other one. Okay. I think we are okay. Let's fix this up. All right, let's hide this for a second here. All right, let's fix the syntax first, and then page go to. Okay. Right. All right, let me just double check the Playwright syntax here. Yeah, I went too fancy. So just looking at the Playwright syntax here. Okay, let's update it. Okay. So there you go. So this one here. So this is the one we want. And let's fix this up. And back to the site. All right. All right, let me just double check here. Where is my boo-boo? Here, page. Actually, in this case, I don't think it's kicking off the, hold on, there's something wrong with Playwright here, configuration for this project. So in the config, let me double check the config here. It should start the server, right. So the server didn't start, and that's why we had this error. Okay, so, okay, I'm not gonna make an assumption that my syntax is incorrect here, because it looks exactly like the one in the doc, so I shouldn't be complaining too much. You know, let me do the UI. I like working in the UI. It kicked off vid. No, I don't want Vitest. Okay, that's the problem here. So, yeah, it didn't pick it up as a a Playwright test. It just vid test. Okay, that's a problem here. Okay. Is it? Why is it picking up as a vid test here? Yeah, you can see VS Code is not happy with this. See, run vid. Right. All right. This is Playwright, bro. It's not vid. All right, let me see if this is a plugin issue in VS Code. So let's run this with in the UI, Playwright UI, and see if that fixes the issue. Yeah, the test is syntax is the same as for all the other kind of tests we have in TypeScript or JavaScript. So same idea. All right. All right, let's run all of them. All right, it looks like VS Code plugin just got confused, man, with the type of test it was. Okay, so this passed. Sweet. Whatever admin user was taking so long. All right, so, okay, they both passed. Okay, nice. All right. All right, cool. Any issues? Just here, when you're loading, what is this? It might be complaining here because of what? It's not failing the test. It's just a warning when we transition between the application and Keycloak. Where is mess syntax here? For page load state, let me see if that's the. Let me look at the source here. If we can adjust it a bit. So where is it? Here. Yeah, this thing here. Let me just grab this and look at the doc quickly. So I'm just calling this just to give it some time, wait for the transition between the applications, since it goes from the the LangFlow to Keycloak back to LangFlow. So for this one, we have what? Looking at the cheat sheet here in the docs. Wait for load state. Right, so this is the one I'm using. Yeah, same as Puppet here, sure. So for Playwright, you have to specify the network idle here. Why? Let me just double check this. What the bloody hell is this? I just want to see if I can set the time here. So maybe if I set the time, it will not complain. Where is it? All right. So we don't have to set the type. Yeah, we don't. Okay, so we can just simply call this without anything. Right, they say it's okay. So for Playwright, they say it's not needed, right? So you can see because it waits for most of the time for it to for the other for the other things on the screen to appear. So it's done automatically. Now, if I don't add this, then it's probably just going to move the warning to the next visible element here. Let me see. Should I really change this? Oh no, I'll just leave it. I might be nitpicking here. It's fine. Okay, okay. Whoa. All right. So discourage. Okay, that's what I did. Okay. Right. I did not see that before. So you're discouraged. Wait until there's no network connection. Don't use this method for testing. Rely on a web. Okay. All right. So then why even have it? Okay, fine. Let's just remove it. Okay. There you go. It's nice to read the documentation once in a while. Okay, let's change this. So they're not happy with this. Okay, it's just like that. And for this one as well. I had no idea that this was discouraged. All right, I'm gonna leave it as that. Even if it complains, it's fine. All right, so now the next thing is, next test I want to run is here. So see, the tests are more readable right now, right? You just perform a login and a logout. That's all you're doing, right? And with the user. So in this case, we want to do an invalid. So I want to get to the Keycloak login page, and I want to maybe assert some error message that's an invalid user. Let's do that. So here, I want this to type in just invalid, whatever, just gibberish. Click sign in, and then see what happens. Okay, so here after we click on this here. So this is all good. So when we click login here, this is where it should throw an error message, and let's pick up the error. I don't even know what the error message thing is. So let's record this. So what's the best way of doing this? Since my Playwright plugin is not happy with my test, it's running is running them as a vid test instead of a Playwright test. What about recording? Let me see if I can record. It'd be nice if I can just record it. So here, so what I can do is, I don't want to perform a login. I want to create a new version of the login, which is a little bit bastardized. So in our case, I'm going to, so here, I'm just going to grab this part of the login. So this part, the navigation, and then I'm just going to go all the way up to here. Okay, so I need all this part. So, shut up, code completion. Damn it. You're getting too clever. I don't want the user. What? You got to fight with code completion now. Damn it. Okay. So, yeah, I don't want to try here either anymore. So, boom, that's that. Okay. Just fix the alignment here. Okay, so we're going to go to nav. Okay. This code completion is annoying now. It was so clever. Now it's just painful. All right. So here, so we are going to put our error message right here. Check for error message. We also need the user. So in this case, we are going to do what? I'm not going to put a user here, so I'm just going to fill in gibberish. So here, I just put like, I don't know, invalid username, sure. And here, I'm just going to put invalid password. All right, so that definitely should cause an error. Now, I'm going to run this and just inspect the error message because I don't know what, and we can use the locator for this. So since I'm only running this in a Playwright UI, I'm going to run it the way it is right now, and then use a locator to figure out what's happening. So let's run this. All right. So I can see after. There we go. So before, type this in. So here before and after we have this. So now I can use the locator here. Grab this, come here, and then just look for this message. All right. So we want to assert that this message appears if there's something invalid, and then we kill the test. All right. Going back to my test. So we need to, should we check for the message or check for the, let's inspect it. So when we have it here, we can also, it's just a full browser. I can just inspect it here and see if there's any data element for testing that I can use. What happened? Just go here. Okay. So we can see there's a test ID here, right? A data test ID they added. So we can use that as a better way of locating the specific element in the DOM. So, well, let me think. So this thing here, and then there's the message here. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to go and check for this. I'm not going to check for the alert if it exists. Yeah, I'm not going to check for the feedback class. I could check for the class as well. See if the class is there. But this is a custom theme, so it might not be there. But I know this message is coming directly from Keycloak. No, that also could be a theme. Anyways, anyway, it's going to be a brittle test, but since there's assumptions made, but I'm just going to check for the message here: invalid username and password or password. Who's paying me? All right. Yeah, there's no need to check for the class. Plus, I'm not sure if we always add this class in our custom themes, Keycloak themes. So, all right, let's ignore this then. All right, let's make it depend only on the text. All right. So if I go back, look at the locator here. So here it goes. So this is our locator here. So it tells us what we can use to in a page object to retrieve this object. So I'm going to use this exactly on the page here. So let's do this. So page, and what else I can do here? You know what? Let's make it. Let's check for the content of the text, right? So let's do that. So in this case, it's going to be constant. This is going to be our error message. All right. And then we can check if the error message, well, first it's sure it's visible, but I also want to check if it's if the text is it half to text. What is this? Is it half or content in text? What is this one here? This one is text to have. Hold on, ensures. So it looks like all the nested elements. Okay. I can use this one. What was the other one I saw? To contain text. To contain. Okay, so you can have contain, but contain text, I think I saw. What is this one? Is this a better one? I think this might be a better one. This one is for what? The given text. Okay. All nested elements will be considered. Okay, so it would check this element on, okay, let me do contain text because that's the one I first saw in the doc, contain text. And is it, that one is a regular expression? Is that what it is? Is it a regular expression here or is it regex? No, it could be a string or regex, okay. All right. So in our case, I'm just gonna check for the full string because I know that's the string. All right, cool. All right, let's run this. Let's see if this works. All right, it looks like it worked. All right, so test is passing. Sweet. And the before hook, yeah, all right, sweet. Okay, actually, let me test the before hook as well, just to make sure there's no false positive. So let me stop the UI for now. And then I'm gonna update my thingy here to false. And then start it again. Okay, so I want to do one more test before we move to Prometheus and do some observability stuff. A test that logs in and checks the admin section that's only available to the admin user, just to verify that we have the correct roles in Keycloak that match the application logs. So, okay, so this started. So now this test should be skipped. When I run this, it should be skipped. Is it skipped? Yeah, okay, it's skipping it. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, look at the logs. Skipping 3, beautiful. Okay, so our before test is running, checking for the validation. All right, let's just go back. Let's close this again. So that is good. So you can control the test here. So let's put this to true. Now in our example, it's going to be set to false. So when people grab this code, it's going to be set to false. All right, that's good. What else? Yeah, let's start this. Let's do one more test. And I'll put in the same section here. So another test. Is that a coyote outside? Dude, too many coyotes in this neighborhood, man. Go away. What? Okay. I guess I get him. What the hell? Hey, coyote. Damn, that's a big ass coyote from the window. All right, go away, go away. Better keep my dog inside. Wow, okay. It's going away. This is what we have in Canada. Lots of coyotes. All right, moving on. So here, let's just do another test. So it's gonna be our last test I'm gonna do. No, I want, in here, I wanna validate if it's a user, so validate admin user. This is just, sometimes she's got a fight with this code complete. Validate SSO user, I'm gonna say role, okay? All right, so this is what we want. Let's close this. All right. What's your problem here? This here. Damn it, code completion. Sometimes it's just too annoying. Okay, cool. So the idea is going to be here to bloody hell. That was just about code completion. Okay. To log in, so perform login. So I'm going to log in as admin. So I'm going to do this. Okay, it's the first step. And then once we log in, I'm going to go and look at the inspector or locator window. So the idea would be to go navigate to the admin section or admin page. And then we can just check the admin page, check if, check for the properties that we added. So check user table. Okay, so first we're going to check if new user is disabled, because we don't want to add new users. So new user button is disabled. Okay, disabled. And then we're going to check for if we also disabled edit. So check if current users edit button is disabled. So edit button is disabled, and the same thing for delete button. Okay, so once you log in with Keycloak, we don't allow you to change the user, delete the user, anything like that. Okay, sweet. And that's it. Okay, so that's the test. All right, let me run this, and then I can get the selector going. All right, so it's supposed to just log into the application, go through the authentication process, and then be in the home page. All right. So we should be in the home page here. Sure. So now we can use the locator here. So what I want to do is, first of all, click on this. All right. So again, so I can just, let's move this to the side. I can just reuse the thing we did for the logout button. Where's my logout button? Here. So I'll grab this, and then the menu item. Okay. I don't know what the menu item is, so let's just comment this out. So anyway, so first thing is, let's rerun the test. All right, so this should open. Where is it? Here, after, so before and after, it should be open. So there we go. So we want to check for this admin page here. So let me get the thingy here. So admin page. And we want to click it. Oh, come on. Click it. Okay, cool. Oh my God. Okay. Why being so difficult? So we're going to click this. All right, sweet. Now let's just see what comes up, and then we can do the validation for these new elements. So that we should transition to admin page after this. Okay. What happened? So here it's stuck loading. Why isn't it loading? Because the test is just finished, right? It didn't get a chance to load. Okay, so since I want to see this, can I do recording here? I usually like to record these tests, so I don't have to type this in, but I can't do on the UI, and VS Code is being difficult. Damn it. Damn you, VS Code. Okay, so what I want to do is do one more thingy here. So I'm going to go and let's do here, wait for load state. So I'm going to do this, okay? Just to initiate first contact. All right. It's not going to my admin page. Why aren't you going to my admin page? Why? Let me see if I can record this. So let's see if this can be helpful. Record from cursor. I'm just going to give it some help. No, don't record. And I'm just going to go do it manually. Admin, sorry, Bob admin. And what's the password that we have? Password for Bob. Again, these passwords can be rotated with a CI/CD pipeline. So they're going to be here. They're environment variables. Where is my little Chromium? Come back, Chromium. All right, so what I want to do is I want to start recording from me clicking on this. So let's do this. Record, admin page. All right, sweet. Now what I'm going to do is I want to check this. I want to check this, and delete it now. And I wanted to see if there's nothing in this, if this is empty. Okay. And for other users, which is not Keycloak, if it's no, I wanted to check for these buttons and close and delete and close. Okay, sweet. Stop recording. We capture all the actions we want. Hi, did we? Yeah, okay, we got all of them. Okay, sweet. I wish that was available in Playwright UI. That'd be a little bit. Okay, let's just clean this up now. So we have our actions. All right. So we clicked on this button here, and we're starting from. All right. So now all this stuff we're just going to put to the here to the bottom. Let's clean this up. All right. So we're clicking on this thing here, new user. So I want to check if it's disabled. The next we're going to click on the cells here. Right, so I'll just put one more comment here. So check user list. Check the user list, okay. And then after we check the user list, we are going to check the buttons here. So from here, we're going to check the edit buttons and then disable buttons. So just say check buttons. Okay, check edit/delete buttons. Okay, all in one. Okay. Now the problem here is with these things here, because this row here name is not correct. Boy. Because it's just grabbing the name of the user, which is the UID name. So we don't want to use that. Anyways, let's run this and then just come back and clean this up. So let's have a go at this. Let's see how this looks. All right. Is it still loading or after? Okay, so we checked the new user. Now I want to validate that this is disabled, so that's good. So I selected the user. Now next, it selected the act. You know what? We should probably use Bob admin as our key, and then LangFlow as the the other key, because the LangFlow is it just runs in it's a standard user that's added when in dev. So we can be confident that this user is going to exist, and then we can be confident that this user exists because we log in with this user, right? So we have some confidence about these two. So we can stop using a cell name because yes, we want to make sure that we're picking up this one here, okay? And the rest is the same. So we got to make sure that it is a Keycloak user, it's a super user, it's active, it's not deleted, okay? Sweet. What else do we need to check? Right, so here, now we're going back. Yeah, so these selectors are not good. Let's use so in here, this selector, what is this? Oh, this is for the pop-up, right? Okay. So I'm going to update from here. So first, let's just make sure that this this is disabled. So, and then after that, let's update this to use Bob admin as the key to this table. And then once we have the table, we can get one beside it, right? Yeah, because they're grabbing it by name. So we can go grab this by name. All right, let's do this. So let's move this to the side so I have a reference of it. So first thing I'm going to do is validate that that the new user is disabled. Okay, so that's going to be a new user button. We're not going to click it yet. First, we're going to make sure, I'll just put the click on it. What is this? Div filter. So it just grabbed the div. Is it a button or just a div? Let me just double check. I'd rather grab a button versus the div. So in here, let's use a selector here. So if I grab, what is this? It's still coming up with the div. Okay, I guess because it's disabled. Let me inspect this. Well, this is always annoying. It never goes to the right section here. All right, let's see what's happening here. So what the hell? Why are you punking me? Go here. Go here. Inspect. Okay. Yeah, so there's a button here. So I rather get the button than the div. And the button is disabled, right? So I want to check the disable flag on the button, see if it's disabled. So yeah, I don't want this locator. So okay, so we know it's a button. Let's move this to the side. Just grab this locator again, see if it doesn't want to go in there, does it? Okay. It is picking up the button though, because it's picking up the first element of the div, right? So in essence, that's correct. And then we can check for the property. That's not the best way of doing it. Yeah, I'll do it that way because the new user is the text on the button, so it is grabbing the button, so that's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so that's good. I'm happy with that. Now here, I want to check if it's disabled. So I want to expect new button to be disabled. All right. Sweet. Now the next thing is, right, the next thing we want to do is update these selectors here, because I'm not happy with just grabbing a cell by name. Which cell are you grabbing, right? So it's better if it grabs the row and then right, so row first and row by name. So we can grab the row. So going back to Playwright here, what I want to do is, right, grab this thing here. No, grab the row, right? So not the cell. Can I grab the row? What's the row? I don't want the cell. Or do I want the cell? No, I can get the cell, and then based on the cell, I can get the table, right? So cell, and I can get the adjacent DOM element from this specific cell. I think maybe that's the best way to do it, right? So if I grab this, so this is going to be my username cell. So let's just get this right. So here, so if I do this, so this is going to be my username cell. All right. So once we have that, what we can do here is, well, this is going to be page object, page. All right. Now we want to traverse the DOM tree and grab the one beside it. No, I want to go up first. I want to go up. Yeah, I might want to go up first to get the row, and then, so let's call this row. So once I have the row, I can go lower to each one, right? So, let me double check. What is the, oh boy. So get by row. I want, is it row? Where's my doc? Quickly. Where is the rows? Right. So, right. So okay, let's do this. So this is going to be my cell. And once I have the cell, what I can do is, I can just use the locator to get the row directly by just using the TR selector, right? So where's the thingy here? So here, let's just double check this. So we can traverse the DOM by just, hold on, here. Okay. TD, so what I can do is I can get the TR, right? So TR, semicolon, data username. Because then I can get, so TD, so TR, go down to the TD, which is this one here, TD, and then get the Bob admin. So get the first element, so get the TR and get the first element in the TD. That is, what's the role here? Yeah, I'm not liking that selector because we don't have the data element on the, in here we have data state that we can use. That said, nothing else to kind of make it unique from the other stuff. What about the next one here? This one is what? All right. And we have to do this a little bit differently. So so I'm gonna get the TD with the text, and I'm just gonna go and get the parent. And okay, let's do this. Okay. So instead of this, I'm going to go with constant username row. So what we can do is get page by get the locator going. So not by row, by locator. And no, I don't care for that one. I want, what's the best way of doing this? I have referenced it. I know what the TD is, so I want to get the locator. Oh boy, I'm going to get the TD here. So TD, we know the TD is the one we have, and we're going to say has text. So has, yeah, there we go. So that, and then from here, I want to get the parent element. So locator tr first, or just go get parent. Is there? Don't I just want to go dot? Sorry. Dot. Okay, I'm gonna double check this anyway. So if that's the case, first we gotta change this to be username. So user here. So in here. Crap. All right, just like that. Okay, that makes more sense now. Okay, so based on the username, we gain the row. Now, once we have the row, now we can go down and check all the other cells in the row. So I'm just going to dump this for now because I'm not sure if that's correct. So let's do console. Just dump the freaking username. Okay. I'm just going to look at this quickly here just to verify this is correct. Can you go away? All right, where is my console log? Is it here? What happened? Yeah, no, it's here. Wait, disable. Nope. Where the hell, bloody hell, is my thingy? Oh, it just crashed because of disable. Okay, so disable is incorrect. Okay, so there's an error here. Why isn't this showing on the screen yet? So if I go here, before, after, here. Okay, I think we have to wait for this thing to load because it is, we can see, doesn't load until, okay, so there's a loading issue here. All right, let's add a, what do I want to do here? I want to add here, wait for a load state here. I'm just going to do this. Here. All right, sounds a little bit better. Now, where it's not a little bit better. Where is the error? Expect the locator. Did I mistype that? Let me just see. I should probably change this locator to wait for it to appear. I'm just going to output this to the console as well, just to make sure that we have it. Right. It's still on the screen, so this is pretty, well, it's not good. So it only comes up here when it's loaded. So, okay, I need to change this code so it waits for the loading to be finished. So instead of wait for load doesn't seem to be doing much. Let me just see what the hell it does. All right, let's change this. We're going to wait for the selector because this wait load doesn't make sense. So I'll probably change in multiple places. So here, so not happy with this. So let's change this thing here to wait for selector. So instead of having this picking up first, let's, what's the syntax? Well, I can give it time. Okay, you know what? Let's do this. Let's just start simple. So here, to be disabled, I can just wait here. So I can put a timeout in this case here. So just give it a little bit of a wait before it clicks. Okay. Now this is assuming it's picking up the right button here. So let me dump. Let me see. I can do it by role. You know what? I don't like this locator here. Let me do this by role. So same thing as here. We can go by role. So in this case, we can say let's pick up the button. So let's just get rid of this thing here. Let's just go by get by role button, and then let's just give it a name, and then name would be this. Right? It doesn't have to be a regex. It can just be a string because we know it's a new user. Right? So let's do that instead. And what I messed up here, I need a brackets here. And no brackets here. And what else? The name is in the brackets, right? So by role here. All right, cool. So this is gonna try to find the button, because let's find the button, not the element by the other selector. Okay, let's see if that makes a difference. All right. Right. All right, so that's much better, okay? Is it better though? Let me see, because I don't like these transitions here. And here, all right, it is better, okay, cool. So I grabbed the button and verified it, sweet. So now next thing is, let's just double check. So it's still loading the thing at the bottom. So we want to wait for the table to be loaded. So let's change that first. First thing to change is that. Yeah, okay. So button's fine. I like that. Now next thing is, once the button is clicked, there's a period here where it just loads, right? There's a loading screen. So let's wait for the row to appear, or for the table to appear. So let me see if I can just do whole table. Yeah, so here, locator M4. No, I don't want that. Can I just grab the table? Oh, this locator is gonna mess with me, isn't it? Let me just do an inspect on this, because M4 is a Tailwind class, right? So we don't want to go by that, because it could be many M4s. Oh, come on. All right, so in our case, we want to search for, the M4 is here. So that's, we don't want that. We want to see if the table's there. All right, so I'm just going to grab this. Is there an ID here for this table? No, there's no ID. It's nice to have IDs. That's FYI for front-end devs. IDs are nice to have, especially maybe test IDs. Even though these things are automatically generated by React code, you still want to add something for testability here, so you can grab it easy. So the selector is much easier to deal with. Okay, so I want to grab the table here, but there's only one table on the screen, so I can probably get away with just doing the table. Not M4, because that is, I don't want to grab this div. Yeah, that's not the best selector. I think the specificity matters in selectors, so you want to be more as specific as possible. So we could go .m4.table or space whatever class table. So let's do that. All right. So we can go inside the M4. We can see if the child is table, or we can just go for the table. Let me grab this just for fun, so I have it, reference to it. All right. Okay, so the user is fine. Next thing is, let's wait for the table to load. So check for the table. So wait for table. User table to load. User was the table to load. All right. Okay, so we can use a locator. Let me see. So we have many options here for the table, based on class, based on the element. You know what? Once we have the table, it's actually easy to grab the rows after, right? So yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to grab the table first, and then from the table, I'm going to extract all the elements. That's going to be better than just grabbing it by row. So looking at the table here, right? So we can go table with this class. Yeah, let's grab that. Table with W full. Yeah, let's do it like that. Okay. So here, let's just grab the table. So we have reference to the table by page dot locator. We're gonna go table dot with that class, which is W full. Okay. And once we have the table, we can now. I want to wait for the table, so I'm going to wait. What's the wait selector? I keep forgetting. Yeah, we can do wait for state visible, or we can just put expect there. Let's do expect first, and then since that's been using, so expect table visible, and we can put a little timeout here. 10 seconds, sure. It's not gonna be that long. So once we have that, so then it makes it easier for us to grab the row, because now we already have the table. So let me just dump the table here so we have it. So have a peek at it. Console log. Oh, damn it! I'm just gonna dump the table here. Table. Just run this again. So I just want to see how the table looks, so I can use the table as a reference, so I can pull out the data from the table. All right, let's see. It's not liking the clicking on this. Did I click on this? Why would I put a click on this? No, there's no click. Oh, wait, yeah, there's. That's what. There's no click. This is disabled. Okay, I don't know why I've had a click there. Okay. Okay, so clicking is off. Okay, that's good. I don't know. That was the problem, clicking. So ignore the error. Let's look at the console here. This is just dumping the freaking locator. I want the whole thing to be dumped here. All right, cool. So let's use the reference here as a way to index these rows and then index the columns in a row. Okay, let's do this. So, all right, so that's good. So we have the table. Okay, wait, it's visible. So I want to change this to get stuff from the table, since we only have reference to the table. So once we have reference to the table, we can then do what? We can use a locator on the table. So yeah. All right. So we could just grab the individual rows, but I want to grab it by name. So let's grab it by, let's just select all tables. Sorry, all rows. Right, so let's do that. So let's just do tbody tr. Once we have that, then we want to do is check if it has a specific row. So not by, also it's table. So table, you want to use the table to get the locator. Oh, that's not what I want. This is wrong. I want the username, but hold on. I want to get the TD that has the text. Sorry. So let's change this quotes here. Has text, not LangFlow. That's for the next one. So this one's going to be the username. All right, cool. So that makes sense. All right. So that should give me the specific row. Now, once I have the row, now let's check if we have the correct property set. So I want to inspect. So here we just got the cells, but now we have the row, so we need to get the cells from the row. Which cells? So should we go based on, let me look at this thing. Where's my thing here? So here we have the row. We have the whole row. You start indexing into it, so we know the ID, but we should probably do it by name, right? So by column name versus just randomly, because if you arrange these columns, then it's not going to work. So if you want to index to into this row, I could index, let's say, just nth 0, nth 1, 2, 3, but that is like a little bit brittle. So do I need to do another selector here? Oh boy. So here, if I want this, let me see. I'm gonna go by on intros right now. So let's do that. So const, let's go ID cell. That's wrong. So no. I want to get the nth 0 also. So for okay, just get the TDs, get the TD, and it's going to be nth 0. So it's going to be a little bit brittle, but let's just see if this works. So that's the idea here. So then we're going to go with constant. The next thing is what rows do I have? Active. So I want to validate, active super user. So 0 is the ID. I don't really care about the ID really. So 0, 1. So 2, 3, 4. So I need 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are the ones I want actually. So 2, I'm gonna get if it's active. So active cell. Then I want to get the super user cell, super user. Then we're going to get the Keycloak, this Keycloak cell. And the last one is constant deleted cell. All right, so this is just a starting point. All right, so these are the ones I care about so far. So, and I want to see if there are, I don't want to click on them. I just want to validate that they are set to yes, 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 right? So all of them should be now strings versus the other ones are checkboxes. And so these should be strings and they should be to yes, except for the others should be no. Okay, that makes sense. And then we can run it. So these ones here, active cell, we want to expect that it's not clicked. I want to check the text. Yeah, so let's just do expect active cell. Yes, this is active. Super user, yes. Is it Keycloak? Yeah, this is going to be a Keycloak user. And deleted, no. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to ignore these things here for now. Let's see if this runs. Didn't wait for the load, did it? That's the problem I'm having here. So this thing here should be waiting for it to load. After it should have what's happening here. So where did it go wrong? So it goes here. So I need to change this to wait for selector here because this should just stop and wait. This should be blocking. It should not be just running with the next one, right? This doesn't make sense. So yeah. So what I want to do here is wait for selector. So I'm just going to grab here. I want this. I'm just going to wait for the selector here for the, let's wait for the button here. So what I want to here, I want this to be, so we're getting this by row. So that's our selector here. So we want to wait for button. Let me see. Yeah, we can do the same thing, I suppose. All right, let's do this. So button. We're going to do as text, and then we can put text in the brackets here, and then we can say, let's put this in single quotes. So you can put double quotes inside the text. So single quotes, and then we can say new user here. All right. So, right. So if I'm waiting for this now, I don't have to. Well, I don't need this anymore. Just check if it's disabled. All right. So first, I'm just double check this. And if I'm using this selector, I can use the same select. Whatever. Yeah, I can use the same thing here. Yeah, whatever, it's fine. It doesn't have to be, everything has to be consistent. All right, let me see what happened here. So wait for selector here. Is it waiting? Before and after, it should be on the screen. Okay, so that's good. So that worked. So now it's waiting. So ref, what happened here? Before, just went dark on me. Okay, so let's do wait for selector again for the table as well. So let's do this, throw it into here. Let's wait for the things to appear, and let's do this by just match this. I just want the table to appear, and then we can do some other stuff with it. All right, where is my table? So here, there we go. So table appeared. Expected. What happened? So before is this, after is. So it's good. What the hell is? Why is this complaining? Elements not found. Why? Is it? What the hell? Why it went blank on me here? Well, that's strange. So is it because I have a bug in here? Oh, error. Let me see. So at least the table's loading. That's good. So after we do have a table, and to be visible, this is no good here. It goes blank after here. So let me run this in debug mode, straight from here from VS Code. So I want to see. So there we go. Let's just run this here. I just hope this doesn't pick up here. See, it's picking up as Pytest. I don't want this to be Pytest, man. Damn it. Why are you so dumb? VS Code. Okay, let me see if I can run this with the debug on, if it's gonna complain or not. Because I just want to put a breakpoint there and see what's happening. So I already have a breakpoint here. All right, so going here, this one here. So I'm gonna run this with debug. What is your problem, VS Code, man? Yeah, it still thinks it's a Pytest. Damn it. These extensions, there's so many bugs in these extensions. Oh my God. It's just so annoying. Okay. You're dead to me. All right, let me see what's happening here. See if we can figure this out quickly. So I don't need to do this anymore. It's already visible. I'm just going to put this here. So it does something right at the end. It clicks it. Okay. I'm just going to force it to click on the item. Can I do a breakpoint here? No, it'd be nice if I can do it in the Playwright UI. If I can do a breakpoint here, I just can't. Yeah, they don't allow it. Damn it. All right. Let's see where this is failing. Is it visible? Yeah, it's visible. What about here? Is it just my garbage selector here? What about, is this working? Yeah, it looks my locator is garbage for whatever reason here. So let me just double check this. All right, so this doesn't seem to be kosher for a reason. Let me see. Has locator. Boy, let's see if we can fix this up a bit. So right, not this one. What I want to do here. Is this one even valid? Let me grab this full one here and throw into my locator thingy. Yeah, it's not happy. It's not happy. Okay, so forget the filter. I'll just see if you can select. All right, so that's good. So that gets the body. So the filter as well. Okay, so, oh boy. Well, at least this is fine. Let's put the filter back. And the filter is, what the hell has? All right, let's remove this. Yeah, the filter seems to be way, way off. Let me do this. Dot locator. Nope, it's not liking this. I want to see if I can just go directly to my TD. And this is like this. This is wrong. Okay, cool. All right, so it okay, so that's a better way of doing it. So yeah, it grabs it here. So it looks like I just over-engineered the selector here. You can do a much simpler one. Okay, so that's good. Where else? So, and if I remove this, you should grab the whole row, right? So yeah, no, all the rows. And within all the rows, I can grab specific TD. And what if I want to get specific TR? So, well, TR would be just the nth version. Okay. All right, so we're good. All right, so let's do this. All right, so this is the better selector. Let's move this to the side so I can see what's happening here. Prometheus is waiting. Observability is waiting. And we're fiddling with the front end. Damn it. That's what all DevOps people say. All right, so here, yeah, so that's wrong. So it didn't like my selector. So I'm just going to remove this, go do this. And, oh boy. I don't want to do this on nth. But if I add this, it's just going to grab the TD for me. Hold on. There must be a better way of doing this. So right, so I can grab the first one. Now I know the first one is always going to be LangFlow. So, and the second one is going to be ours because when the test runs, there's one user, but I can't assume the nth one. I can assume nth 0 because that's the first user added. So I can do that. Oh boy. What if I get all the TRs. So just like that, and then yeah, maybe that's all I'll do. I'll get the TRs first. So let's do that. So this is going to be a little bit less. Okay, anyways, so do that. So this is going to be my TRs. So these are table constant user table rows. These are all the rows. So we can start indexing into the rows. What else do we have here? So now once we have the rows, we already know that N0 is the LangFlow. So this can be our, let's just do that. So constant LangFlow user row is going to be, yeah, N0. So that way we can use that for assertion now for at the bottom there, but for the second row, I don't want to get the second row. So for this one, I want to do constant. Let's ignore. Let's ignore the calls coming in. Looks like there's some business meetings happening. So we have the table, and then we can, sorry, you have the user rows. What am I doing here? This is admin user. This is admin user, and we have the user tables here. All right, so the simple thing will be to this, but that's just not good, right? Because we want to base this on name. So going back here, once I have this, can I get a specific row where what? We want to be able to select TR where I don't see has text because that'll be like, you know, but let's put has text here so as a basic thing. So Bob admin has TD, right? Has text. Something like that. I want to get the child element of the TR, and I want to get the TR based on the child element. Let me see the selector rules, the CSS selector rules, or the selector. How do you get the child? All right, so we can do TR has TD, right? Okay, well, blah. Okay, so TR has, and right, so this whole thing then, and TD has text. Okay, so like that, something like that. So TR, and we can put this actually in here. Let me just do this like this. Does that make sense? TD body, TR has TD has that. What? Does that make sense? Let me try this. So if I do this and then in here, locator, just like that. Let me just see the brackets. Everything is good. Everything's not. There's a comment here. All right. So this is what I want. Is this correct? Doesn't look like it. One more. Okay. So that's better. Okay. So we're getting a table. We're getting the TRs in the table. And for the TRs, we are trying to get the TD that has text Bob admin. Let me just remove this if this is still working. Yes, it's still there. Can I just click on this thing here? What about this? What about like that? See, it just gives me a cell. I want the whole row. I want to select the TR by the row. So I want the row that has the selector, right? So yeah, that's not good. So wait, so I need to filter, right? So if I filter by, okay, so maybe that's the thing is, so instead of doing a select, so maybe I can do a filter here. Filter, let's do a filter by, so in the filter, we can say has, and then we need a selector here. This, all right, perfect. Okay, so we can use the, all right, that makes sense. All right, and we have the whole selector. Okay, cool. Okay, so that gives, oh yeah, that's okay, I like that. Okay, that's better. Okay, moving on. So let's move this into VS Code here. So instead of this, we are going to do a filter on, just like this, filter on here. All right, and the filter is going to be based on the user name. What's your problem here? What are you complaining about? Page. And then this is going to be our, whatchamacallit, username from our variable. All right, so that is good. So I'm happy with that. So we have this row. Now, once we have this row, then we can start, oh, bloody hell, what the hell just happened here with the copy paste? Okay, so that'll be like that. Now, this is not correct right now. Let me see. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe it is. Let's just, let me run this. It might be a little bit brittle test, but it should work. Okay, let's double check this now, the locator. So once we have this, we're trying to add what? Okay, so we know the problem. It's not throwing the username in there. Is it? What is this object? This should be the username. All right, and let's just do this. So if I do this and go back to the locator here, and I just do this at the end. All right, so it is working. It's just, it's not filling the Bob admin. What the hell just happened here? How is this not, oh, wait. This should be user.username, man. What the hell happened here, man? Gee. All right. All right, sweet. That's good. That's good. That works nicely. Okay. All right, we're good. We're good. All right. Nice. All right. So we need to verify that this is empty. This last column, there's nothing there, and then we can get back to length. Okay. So the length. So the last column. So that's good. So in here, I want to validate that this specific one, this last column here, is empty. So how do I do that? I can just do based on nth condition. So if I do nth, was it 5? Nope. 6, 7, 8. So this is 9. Ninth column. The ninth column should be empty because we are moving the buttons here on purpose. Okay, just to verify that. Okay, let me do that. So ninth column. Again, we'll make this a little bit brittle, but then we'll come back and fix this. I'll just move this to the bottom here. So after we're going to check LangFlow user. So this is going to be our action cell. So action cell at ninth. And I want to expect not any empty. How do I check for empty? Empty string. I don't want to check for empty string. That seems kind of wrong. That's okay. Let me do this. Check for empty string for now. At the same time, we know the 0 row is going to be the LangFlow user, the default user. We just want to make sure that we didn't break anything. So once we have that, I want to verify same thing, active cell. Now these would be, these guys going to be a little bit different. So check LangFlow user, okay. Check user list, and then here we're just going to say check admin user. Yeah, sharp. Okay. Just going to append LangFlow to all. It's just LG to each one, just to make them different. And the checks are different as well. We're checking if there's a checkbox there. Okay, LG. And the active cells will be different. Okay, so from the top. So here we are going to check if the LG is a checkbox because they use a checkbox there. So going back here, now we're getting the and 0 element. And in here we need to check for what else we going to check for? We are going to check for nth 2. Oh, sorry, locate. Let's do locator. Locator TD and nth 0. Is that what we're doing here? Just double check. Yeah, locator TD. All right. Let's double check these. Cool. Yeah, so we are So we're grabbing that, we're grabbing the end 0, and then we're from the end 0, we're grabbing the TD and okay. So this should work. All right. Or first, we can go first. But we have end 0, so that's fine. End. Okay. So after that, we want to get the TD. Okay. And we're trying to grab the nth. So in this case, we're going to grab this one here, and we're going to check if this is a checkbox. So, right, so that's good. Now, I need to check if this is a checkbox. So this is, it is a button. We can check if there's a button there. So, let's see. Yeah, there's a button here. Okay. So we just have to validate that there's a button in there. So that's a validation. Now, can I check if it's a check? So that'll be type of a button, right? So how do we get the type? So is it type checkbox? No, I have to double check this. Hold on. Let me inspect this. It's been so long since I did HTML. So long. It's the best language. The best. Right. This one here. So it is a button, and where's the checkbox here? We can check if it's what? What is this? It's a div within a div. Hold on. And they're using the SVG to make it look a specific way. Yeah, it's a fake checkbox. Okay. It's a fake. Okay, so let's just check for the button. Okay, button type is a button, and the checkbox is, how do I check if it's checked? I want to check for, what's the property here? Ooh. How do I check if this checkbox is checked? Wow. They make this really difficult because of the SVG. I'm not going to check for the specific stroke here. There should be a flag set on the div itself. Disable, yeah, allow, hold on, make this a bit bigger because this is kind of crazy. Boy. Well, this should be simple. Why is it so complicated to check if the checkbox is checked, man? I might just ignore this. Just check if it's a button there, because I don't care actually if it's checked or not. Okay, let's just check for button. All right. Giving up on the check thing. Anyway, so locator, see if it's a button, okay? So, all right. When it's a LangFlow, we're getting the nth element here, active cell, and this has to contain not text. This has to be what's the thing I want to check through? What's the, oh, bloody hell. Where's the Playwright? I wanted to check if I'm expecting a button. So Okay, so I can expect on the locator, and then okay, well, that was painful. So here I can do a locator here, and I can do not SVG. I want to do a button. No, not that. Damn it. No, I want to close this a button, and I want to see if it's visible. Just check if it's visible. Okay. All right, that's good. Okay, so let's repeat that. That was 0, which is visible. All right, I'll do the same thing for the super user here. It says check if it's a button, and for the Keycloak, that has to be no. Not now, no. All right, deleted also has to be no. It's not deleted. And then for active here, this is where I want to check for buttons. So I want to check if contains, is it buttons? Let me see. So for this one, we're going to do env9, and then yeah, we can do, it's a list of buttons. Can we just do a count of buttons? So if you get, there should be 2 buttons there. Do I need to inspect each one? As long as the buttons exist, then I can do a count of buttons, right? So yeah, so I'll check for buttons and check if there's 2 buttons. So yeah, let's do that. So here I'm expecting all right. So for this one, let's check for buttons again, and we can do a count. So I'll do the same thing. I'll do buttons here, and I want to do a count. So 2. So two. What does it have? Help me here. Count. Yeah, count. And count, I want this to be 2, right? Is that what the deal here is? Or should we do a predicate on the count? No, I don't want. Okay, whatever. Okay, that's fine. I don't want to get more fancy with this. I just want to finish this. Move on to observability. Do some DevOpsy thingies. DevOps. All right, we're good. Everything passed. Sweet. Okay, let's run all of them at the same time. Good, all the tests passed. I think we're down for React. That's all I wanted to do for React test. All right, let me add some comments here. Do I need to? Let's make this, see if we can make this look pretty. No, we're good. Oh boy, just too tired mentally. So yeah, let's leave it at that. Somebody else can come in and make this more beautiful. I think we're good. We're validating all the stuff I wanted to validate. All the updates to the React application. Okay. Moving on. Let's do DevOps before lunch quickly. All right, let's just shift our mindset. Again, it's full stack dev, so we got to do everything. There's no excuses. Let's close all this. Close. Now, let's just kick off. Let's do what? Let's start this in a debug mode so we can inspect the current Prometheus configuration. That's clear. Let's do it from a debugger, actually. Why not? Let's do it from debug. Yeah. All right, let's run this. Actually, let me look at the JSON file here for launch. So, all right, it starts Prometheus for us, and it's on different port. So for ports, we should have 2 ports here. Where's my ports? What's up, bro? Where is my port? All right. VS Code is not being happy, but in the meantime, let's open up Chrome tab, and there you go. So the application is running on this port. Now for observability, they have another port. So localhost, you're going to do 99. Oh, there we go. So, all right, that's all right. Frankly, that's garbage. That's not enough for Prometheus for observability, man. Dude, we got to do so much here. Oh boy. So just to FYI for anybody that's listening, observability has to be a default as security as well when it comes to these systems. You can't just focus on functional requirements, just business, and ship, because you get into trouble. You get hacked, security, or you don't know what's happening, right? So you got to adjust your business mantra, ship, time to market. You have to be more graceful with that shit a little bit, right? You have to do some engineering as well. Once you release about product, people are not happy, and then that goes to shit, right? This is not Alex Harmozy channel, so we're not going to go with time to market. We live it for that guy. He's a business guy. We're not business people. We're deliver good products. So if this is all we get, that's not much information to build any dashboard, right? So this is a Python runtime. It's fast API. So we want to get the runtime information a lot more than this, but also we want to get the fast API server observability, internal state of the server, and the different routes and what's happening there. So then we can look at the dashboard and see which one is slow, right? So we can do some SLA, or in this case, get some SLIs first, so we can actually build, service level indicators, so we can build service level objectives, so we can build a service level agreement, right? This is kind of usually the process. So when you're selling software, you want to sell with an SLA, service level agreement, but you don't know what the hell that could be if you're not collecting information, right? If you don't have service level indicators. So, oh boy, this requires a lot of work. Okay, let's just see where this is coming from. So this is very, very basic. We should be able to hit some of these endpoints here and collect information. So let me just see. Let's do a login page. Just let's see if that gets picked up as well. Try it out. It doesn't matter. Just run this. I just want to see if it gets picked up. Just run this multiple times. Let's see. Nothing. Okay, so I'm not seeing anything from the fast API server. So we do want to build a Grafana dashboard for fast API, at least for the server, so we can get some metrics from the server. We can use the default Python Grafana dashboard for this, for the Python stuff. Okay, let's see what the hell is happening with observability. I'm going to keep this in debug mode so we can see the changes. Where is observability in the backend here? Where is observability? Nope. Just close everything. And where is observability, man? Just middleware? All right, let's look for Prometheus stuff. Let's see if we can find some of the stuff. Let's see. All right, so this is the port. That's good. So we find the section where it's configured. Where else do we have here? All right, so we kick off a separate server just for Prometheus client. That's it. Nothing else. All right, so these are Prometheus client package here. Let's close this. So we have a standard Prometheus client, good. So we can reuse some of the code from other applications. So we don't have to rewrite everything from scratch. But that's all they have for Prometheus. Just a basic. I see Sentry setup is here. That's nice. At least Sentry's there. Sentry both for front and back end is very useful. All right, I'm not saying much here, so we're gonna have to roll our own solution here. I was expecting more. There has to be more here. Let me just do a search for Prometheus libs all over the place, because there must be at least configuring it somewhere, not just starting it. All right, so yeah, we have this. We have open telemetry. That's what the problem here is. Okay, that's the new kid on the block. I'm not a big fan of open telemetry. I like standards, but there's too much politics happening with that open telemetry. Anyway, so we have instrumentation here on Fast. Okay, so there's a little bit of Fast API. I just don't see it in the output. So maybe they're just not passing it to Prometheus. And we do have a Prometheus exporter. Okay, so we should look for open telemetry configuration here. There we go. So this is where everything happens. Okay, so we actually found the place. So open telemetry is what these guys decided to use. It's good. No issue with that. It's just not a big fanboy of open telemetry. Again, I love standards, but these guys messed up so many times. Open telemetry. All right, so we have some metrics here. So file uploads, number of uploads. What else do we have here? All right, let's look at these. Okay. Okay. So we have some stuff, but just not enough for production systems, man. Come on, guys. I think it's time for lunch, and then I'm gonna come back and rewrite some of this stuff because we need better observability. Also, it's just as a matter of principle, from DevOps point of view, we need better observability, especially on the server. All right, we're gonna end here. I'll come back. We'll do a full observability rewrite, and then we'll start building containers. All right, probably in an hour.